Are you true? I wish I knew. I'm in the middle of a riddle 'cause I'm so in love with you. Can't you see I'm up a tree?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Thefilmbudspodcast. This is episode number 36, and my name is Henry.
Chloe.
And today, well, actually, quick thing.
Don't
So, Braden is coming, but we had to change the time, push the time an hour forward, and so haven't heard something from him. So hopefully he's got it. He's just on the way, but he will be here. Just not currently. But right now, my dog is in the room, so she's our third member.
Yeah.
Anyways, today, and thank you for joining us yet again. But today, sorry, I'm rambling.
It's like how I'm going to be the whole time.
Yeah, so today we're going to be reviewing Alex Garland's Annihilation, and we're also going to be doing a review of the new Netflix sci-fi film Mute. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then not a whole lot of news that I know of, really, but we have some listener questions and all the other stuff, so it should be a good show. Well, Chloe, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I mentioned to you, I stayed up like all night to read the book Annihilation after having seen the movie.
Right. So, Chloe's a little...
No clarity.
Yeah, so Chloe's a little sleep deprived.
I'm just shook.
But she's shook.
Definition of shook.
Yeah.
From Annihilation.
Right.
And Mute wasn't a whole lot less, shooking.
Well put.
But heavens. Crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry, hot mic.
Yeesh.
Anyhow, but yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing my extra work at the coffee shop tomorrow. Do a bank run.
I honestly thought you were going to say robbery. Like, my mind just made it go to bank robbery.
Yeah. Yeah, so I may not appear next week. So, it just depends on how I
if you get away with it.
Right.
I won't appear next week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we should mention, so Chloe is going to be going to Mexico on a little vacation.
Yeah, vacay.
With some buddies, and so that should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I hope so.
We'll see.
Although, yeah. Any ideas of what you're going to do?
No.
Okay.
I barely knew I was going until like a week ago, so.
All right.
No.
Well.
Play it by ear.
Okay.
Reminds me of that horribly offensive movie trailer we saw last night before Annihilation.
Right.
Called Gringo.
Right.
Hated that.
Mm-hmm. Just offensive.
It was offensive to literally everyone. Like, just in the trailer, it diminished women, people of color, people of other colors, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Even white guys.
You said it.
Ugh.
What a mess. But yeah, I still haven't heard even a text from Braden. That's weird.
I know, it's weird. It feels empty without him.
Yeah.
Which is odd, because
his mic is all ready.
Yeah.
It's just his chair is empty, so it's unfortunate.
There's something I was going to tell you. This isn't true, I guess, me fashion. There was something I was going to say. I was going to say it before the podcast, and I said, oh no, save it. I have no clue what it was.
Okay. Well, as per usual, it'll just come out.
That's true.
At a random time, so listeners have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
But it's not related to movies, it's just random.
God knows, Henry.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's Purim, the Jewish holiday.
Oh.
Very exciting.
Cool.
Especially since that NPR thing came out today to bring the show down a little bit.
Right.
It was like anti-Semitic acts have gone up 90% in the last year. So it's Purim, everyone.
Mm.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It's the party of the holidays. You can watch VeggieTales Esther to celebrate for a little movie tie-in.
Classic.
VeggieTales are dope. They're so good.
Okay.
They're still good.
All right.
I don't watch them for fun, but...
Good. You sure?
No. Last time my friends and I went to the beach, my best friend Kaylee and my other friend Allie and I go to the beach every summer, and we went, and to wake Allie up every morning, Kaylee and I sang the VeggieTales theme song because Allie had never seen VeggieTales somehow. So I guess we were trying to, I don't know, psychically communicate the whole of the show through the song. But I don't think it worked.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, we'll miss you next week, but hopefully we can get maybe one of the Jacobs on, or
it's gonna take both Jacobs to replace me.
Yeah, at least.
Maybe 12 more Jacobs. I don't know. I know a Jacob.
Let's get him on.
It might not work out too well, but he really likes movies. He's the one who made that movie, The Great Gatsby. So
classic.
Yeah,
classic,
exactly.
Yeah.
Classic Jacob. Number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally adopted a rabbit.
Oh.
Baby rabbit.
Okay.
So.
How's that? Have you named it?
No.
It's too bad.
Open for suggestions.
Okay. Yeah. Listeners.
It's so much pressure to name a pet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was in my best friend Kaylee's lab. They had extra bunnies who were gonna,
get the axe.
Yeah. And so she was like, because she's a wonderful, caring, okay, you know how Leslie Knope feels about Ann Perkins?
Right.
That's how I feel about Kaylee.
Okay.
So, some weird, she's a glittering owl unicorn who saves the world, something like that. I'm not Mike Schur.
That's
I
Kaylee
can't
in a
write
nutshell.
shows. Yeah. Anyway, so she was, trying to find these bunnies' homes. So, a little 2-week-old bunny's coming my way, probably tonight. Gotta think of a name.
All right. Well, listeners, the filmbuds.podcast at gmail.com is where you can send us
name that bunny.
Yeah, name that bunny. That's the subject.
That's the new segment.
Yeah. Name that bunny. So feel free to let us know with suggestions.
Well, as you may know, I really like pop culture.
Uh-huh.
So there's so many avenues down which I could go as far as this bunny's name.
Right.
So it's challenging for me to decide. My friends Mary and Meg just got they recently got some baby goats.
Uh-huh.
And their mom had named them. Because it was before, they knew they were going to get them before Beyonce's twins were born. But after the twins were born, even though the names are really stupid, now they call the goats Sir and Rumi. So those are off the table. Because I'm around them too much to get confusing.
All right. So, okay.
I could do Blue Ivy. I could call the rabbit Blue Ivy.
Okay. Just so many choices.
I'll think about it.
Oh, gee whiz. All right, well, I guess even, still, Braden is MIA still.
Yeah.
But I guess we can just move on to our review of Annihilation.
Yeah, dive in. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Chloe's ready. Chloe's mind is exploding, so.
Literally. Well, not literally, but literally.
Okay.
Ugh.
I believe you.
So much is happening in here. I can't. Get a little cramped.
Yeah, Chloe's eyes after we got out, she was kind of darting all around, just.
I know.
She couldn't oversensitize, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
It loosened a screw, I think. Just in my brain.
Oof. There you go. That's our review.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, but so we have a clip for this one, so take a listen.
First of all, you must be able to tell me something. You vanished off the face of the earth for 12 months. I deserve a better explanation than no explanation.
Does it matter? I don't feel very well.
Alright, so Annihilation is directed by Alex Garland and stars Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, the wonderful Tessa Thompson, who I didn't know was in this.
Even after he saw her face.
Yeah, I was just like, well, because she looked
the same?
Kind of different.
As her face?
No, but her hair was kind of covering her face, and she had a different...
Some clear glasses.
Just a lovely...
Yeah, hard to tell.
Just a lovely lady, but...
Jane the
Virgin, Oscar Isaac, Gina Rodriguez. Is that Jane the Virgin?
Yeah.
Oh. And that's about it. Benedict Wong. It's a cool little role for him.
Is he... Okay, I should have looked it up. Is he the guy who was in an episode of the IT Crowd?
I don't know. I haven't seen
I
the
was
show
trying
yet.
to... I'll look. I think he was on the episode with Countdown, my favorite show. My guilty pleasure show.
Right, let's make sure. But, yeah, so this one... So Alex Garland most recently wrote and directed Ex Machina. And then he's also done some screenplays for Dread, 28 Days Later, and a couple others. And so he's very much a sci-fi, kind of horror, surreal writer. And this is definitely...
Oh, yeah, it was him.
Okay, good.
Also, he low-key doesn't know real words. But it's fine. If you watch interviews with him, he just makes up words.
That's the way to go.
It's really funny.
Yeah. So...
Like, he said, instead of technologically, he said, like, technology or something. I don't remember. No, what did he say? He said something funky. It wasn't technologically, though, which is the real word.
Right.
So, that's fun. He's a creative mind, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or uninformed. One or the other. Which he was, I guess, if he read these books and then wrote this script. That was totally different. But...
Wait, Alex Garland or Benedict Wong?
No, Alex Garland.
Oh, I thought we were still on Benedict Wong.
No. Moved on.
Alright, so what'd you think of the film?
Jeez. Where do I start? I don't know. Okay. Well, okay. At first, I was upset.
Step by step, Chloe.
Yeah. At first, I was upset after seeing it. Because I said, because as we've acknowledged on the show prior, I have an issue with things that are sci-fi sometimes because they're so ungrounded, so obtuse, which did irritate me about this because they couldn't actually explain things, and plot points were solidified by this abstract idea, which, bothers me because it doesn't make any sense, right? You know what I mean? As opposed to the other way around. But upon delving, I grew to appreciate much about it. There were lots of little details. Like, it was obviously, they took a lot of care whilst making it. So, right after I watched, I said, what the crap was that?
Right.
Oh my word. And it gets really freaky. Well, not to, it gets weird. Some weird choices.
The third act is something to behold.
Yeah, no babies are eaten in the making of this movie.
Unfortunately.
But it's near there. This is like my mother. Like my style of mother. You know what I mean?
Well, I definitely got hints of Mother in here. That kind of nature, that surreal nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much like Mother, but it's had hints of it. Anyways, go on.
But it had so many little details had to be acknowledged. And the more I thought about it, the more I was into it. You know what I mean? And it did have some big themes. The thing I liked about it was, I don't think there's obviously like a life force that is alien to this world, right? Like that's in the trailer. I'm going to spoil something. Like I just know I'm going to by accident.
Okay. I'll try and bleep it out.
Yeah, I'll try not to. Okay. So there's obviously...
Fair warning, listeners.
But, well, this might constitute as a spoiler, I guess. But this differs from other alien kind of invasion movies in that the alien is not... It's not like out to get them, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
that you know of.
Okay, well, it's not like... Okay, but it's not like good versus evil, exactly. It's not like a big monster. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that I really...
It's not the xenomorphin alien. It's not like...
Just I don't even know what that is, but perfect.
The beast.
Is that in Transformers?
No, it's the big alien. The titular alien.
In this?
No, in the movie Alien.
Oh. creatures, though.
Yeah.
Like the bear, did you know, was made by the same guy as Paddington? Made Paddington.
Brilliant mind.
Really likes bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bear was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, super good. But it's so interesting. I don't know. There's just so much to say, and I'm sure this is not very interesting. Okay, let me keep going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was that, which was very cool. And this probably stems from it being a book, even though it was not much like the book. But then I heard Alex Garland say that he, read the book a hot minute ago and was like, yeah, I didn't reread it. It was just kind of what I remembered from the book, which is a really interesting way to do it, because it's the themes that stick with you, the ideas that stick with you, as opposed to, going page by page. Let's put this in the script. You know?
Mm.
So I do appreciate that. And I really read the book just to get more information, because I don't like being confused. It's my least favorite feeling is that of confusion.
Right. You made that clear. Last night.
Okay, well they were here last night.
No, I mean not not criticizing, I'm just saying.
Also, full disclosure, Henry and I are not dating. Reviewer.
Oh yeah, we had a reviewer on iTunes say we may secretly be dating.
Yeah.
We aren't.
It's so secret neither of us knows.
Flattering,
yeah.
but no.
Anyway. Where was I? I got distracted, shockingly. Okay, so all of that is a really interesting backdrop full of metaphors and symbols and what have you. But I think the story, as Oscar Isaac accidentally said, so I know I'm right, at least to Oscar Isaac, which is all I cared about.
Sure.
That the story is really about a marriage.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if that's the center.
It's about self-destruction. I think it's about marriage, really, at the core of it. These two people... The whole thing's about self-destruction, they say in the trailer, whatever, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, they have a relationship, a marriage. They go into it. Well, they're in it. Then they have to face their struggles.
Right.
Then they come out of it different people and see where they go from there.
Right. So, well, I mean, it's feels very like you could plaster that on someone going to war. Because, if a woman marries a guy...
Yeah.
They go off to Afghanistan for a year.
Yeah. They
see all this stuff. They come back. They could or can be completely different because of what they go through. And so then...
No, but the catalyst for this is their marriage. The catalyst for these events is their marriage.
Right.
They both go into this world because of the state of their marriage.
Right.
And it's also referenced visually because she says, as she's... the whole movie's about self-reflection and whether or not... It is! There's so many themes. Oh my god. But it ties in so well. Oh my gosh, it's a really good movie. It just, blows my mind.
Okay.
Who knew? Okay. So, I'm backing up.
I think a lot of people...
This is why I couldn't be a professor. Students would,
They wouldn't know what to write notes for.
They'd have to use both hands. They'd have to become ambidextrous at the same time. Just yeah. Okay. But also, I'd be
you could be you'd be the good assistant who would chunk you're there, the really dull teacher, and you're making everything interesting.
Yeah, I said I don't like to do things for other people.
Okay, you're the co-teacher. No, you're the teacher.
I'm the hype
That's
man.
not feminist enough. You're the. Never mind.
I'll
edit that out.
No, I get it. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the whole movie's about self-destruction. The people who go into the bubble, because we're just going to call it a bubble, what'd they call it? The
shimmer.
The shimmer. Which is stupid. I hate crap like that.
I think that's a...
She kept saying the shimmer. I kept saying, Natalie, stop saying it.
What are you going to keep... What would you call it?
The bubble.
It's not a bubble.
It was literally a giant bubble.
But it's not you don't see it as a round.
It's a shimmer. And it's refractory.
How they see it.
It refracts literally everything as opposed to just light, which is neat. I really liked Daughter of a... Apparently there's a saying that's is your daddy a glass blower, which is really funny because my daddy is a glass blower.
Okay.
Don't like to call him daddy. Okay, my dad's a glass blower. So I noticed... So everything refracts, right?
Uh-huh.
So on the shore, the trees...
Yes.
They were glass. That's dope because sand and heat is glass.
Yeah.
Cool. Everything's really thought through. Anyway, so it's about... I'm just going to back up. To be fair, this is how you will feel when watching the movie is I'm talking to you and you're confused AF and lots of ideas, whatever, all mashed up. That's what watching the movie is like.
Sure.
Except Natalie Portman's beautiful to look at. But Henry, yeah, okay. Anyway.
Pretty lady.
I'm obsessed with Natalie Herschlag.
Yeah, she was
Natalie
looking
Herschlag,
up,
Portman, Millipede, in case no one knew.
She was looking up facts about her beforehand.
Yeah, there were a few I didn't know, and I also don't believe those. Like, her favorite actor is Ben Kingsley, don't believe it.
What?
She really likes pro wrestling,
good
don't
actor.
believe it. I don't believe it. Anyway, so, okay, I'm really going to get it this time.
Sure.
Okay, it's about self-destruction.
Right.
Because we all have our thing. So each person who goes into the share is, like, flawed. And they go through that. Everyone has their thing that they want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about whether or not you succumb to that or get through it once you face yourself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But every time... Oh, so what I was saying was, to go back to the marriage thing, how it's defined as, I think, a big part of the movie, is that every time she looks at herself, there then is a flashback to what she did to contribute to the issues in her marriage. Literally. I really overthought this and I got like 2 hours of sleep. It's true.
I believe you.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. In the book had a lot more to do with cancer. They reference cancer a lot, but a lot more subtly. But like, in the book, I don't think this constitutes as a spoiler. In the books, everybody comes out of the sheer... Well, the people come out of the sheen, whatever. What's it called? Shimmer. With cancer. So that's a bit different. But again, he just took what he remembered and kind of molded it. Okay, but I know what this is about marriage. Like, there's stuff that replicates from the outside world.
I'm not saying it's not there.
It's really neat ideas, though. They make no sense, which is why I have issues with it. You know what I mean? Just because I have a hard time with stuff that doesn't make... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff that can't be grounded. But, like, memories can be actualized out of nothing to become physical representations, etc.
Correct.
And, like, all kinds of crap. It's really cool. I don't remember anything I was saying. Oh, my gosh. And then... what time are we at?
We're at 21 minutes.
No way.
Yep.
I was talking for 10 minutes straight?
At least.
And
keep
then...
going.
Oh, crap. What is that thing called? What is it called? The snake that eats itself?
I can't remember.
Ouroboros or something?
I can't remember the
Anyway.
actual name, but...
There's a thing and everyone... It looked like a figure eight and it's a snake eating itself. It was an arrival too, I think. Like all kinds of stuff.
It's the death mark.
Ouroboros. Death mark?
The Death Eater mark. Or sign of the Death Eater.
Dark mark?
I don't know. I can't...
It's called a dark mark, but I appreciate it.
Didn't I say that first?
No, you said death mark. And I didn't know what you were talking about.
Harry Potter reference.
Yeah, Harry Potter reference. For the kids outside.
It's as good, best as I could do here.
So, we're watching Pacific Rim and they literally had the Harry Potter speech in it? Yeah, okay.
Oh, it looks terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Sorry, John. He hopped on the wrong train.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Okay, so, they had the Ouroboros. Goes on different... Oh, yeah. Goes on...
Here it's...
Am I pausing? Braden's not coming. Is he coming? Can't tell.
Well...
He's not coming?
Yes.
He is coming?
No, he's not.
He's not coming? Oh man, why not?
He's, well, I don't know if I should read it on here, but, it's... So, Braden, says, well, go on.
Okay,
Go on.
So, there's I can talk enough for 12 people with this one, but nobody will want to listen.
No, people love you, Chloe.
So,
I'm just here for the company, so.
Yeah, okay, so.
Hopefully you agreed with me.
Sorry, I'm trying to go back in. Okay, so, so stuff transfers from person to person, that's not a spoiler, that's in the trailer. Okay, so, but that sign comes up a lot, and it's about, as you know, death, or, what's a better word for death? Destruction brings creation, right? Is the whole idea of that, which again really goes along with the themes of the movie. But there's two things going on. So there's the thing with marriage that you can bring down, and that's a whole lot of it, says Oscar Isaac and also me. And then there's the bigger thing where it's an alien life force that's not there just to attack. It's just kind of evolution, but like a funky kind. I don't know. There's so much going on. Jennifer Jason Leigh throws me off all the time.
I wasn't crazy about her, actually.
Yeah,
She was a little dull.
I was in it for the first bit because I thought it was intentional, and then I was like, I don't know about you. Okay, I'll tell you my pet peeve. My pet peeve is that I understand you having to change characters and everything, like, that's totally fine, and I'm, like, totally a bandwagoner, because, like I said, I just read the book last night, so I haven't read all three, and it's not like I'm obsessed with them or anything.
Are you sure?
But, well, fair enough. I haven't been obsessed with them for long. The covers are cool. Okay, so anyway,
Braden will remain MIA,
I need my inhaler. Okay.
Yeah, take a breath, bud.
So, crap, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, Annihilation, the word Annihilation, this is the same problem I had in Call Me By Your Name, where they try to incorporate, they're trying to, like, shout out to the people who liked it from the beginning, who've read the books, whatever, right? But they give it totally different meanings than it had in the book, which is just worse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the movie, again, not a spoiler, they say the word annihilation, and it's supposed to have there's something behind it, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Book, totally different thing going on.
Yeah.
So that bothers me. But
well, creative license.
Essentially, because these are supposed to be our opening remarks.
No, I mean, you can keep going.
A lot to ponder. Definitely worth a watch. Well done. I didn't get bored so much that I was just like, I just want to know what's going on, because I'm impatient. So there's a difference there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Visually stunning. The acting was so good. Natalie Portman kills it in everything she does. Some things were a little predictable, but not everything, because there were lots of new ideas that were so cool to even contemplate. Also, I know the Shimmer's supposed to be like a freaky place where, like, bad stuff happens to you, but, like, I want to get married there. It's so pretty. As long as I don't get eaten.
Right.
Preferably.
Or get cancer.
Or get cancer, that's true as well.
Yeah.
Or do this weird, there's so
Either
much.
or.
Lots of dang, the imagery is a lot. Like, hold your horses.
Lots of dang, you say?
Lots of, dash heaven, what's the word for that? I use it a lot in, like, essays. Lots of dang, as in... Okay, we'll just do 2 commas, because we don't need to be too professional.
Okay, we're
lots
going grammatical.
Of comma, dang, comma. I'm now continuing the sentence. You see?
Sure.
Okay. The visuals were intense AF. Like, it reminded me of, I couldn't watch, as I said on here before, I couldn't watch, what's it called? Hugh Dancy and Matt, what's it called?
Oh, Hannibal?
Yeah, I couldn't watch Hannibal because it was too intense for me, right?
Uh-huh.
But, like, it was so cool, I wanted to watch it. Yeah, okay. But this was like that was in that genre a little bit. Less frequently gruesome, and less, like, what is the word, deviant? So I could watch it more easily. You know what I mean? It wasn't, like, evil. It's not, like, murderers or whatever. But visually, it's, like, the same. It's not for, like, people with weak stomachs.
It's dark.
It's not for people...
I mean, it has elements of horror.
Yeah, for sure. Those are, like, the best horror scenes I've ever seen, though.
They're good. Like. They're effective. I wasn't expecting it to be so gory, so... It was a nice... I mean, in a good way. Like, it was effective.
It was very effective. It was really well done. My best friend Kaylee and I were going to see it, because I thought she would have really liked it. But then she'd heard that it was really gruesome at points, so she didn't want to see it.
Is she not a gorehead?
Shockingly, no. The one who wanted to save the baby bunnies? No, she's not.
Weird.
And so, but I was glad to know it before going in, you know?
Uh-huh.
So it's hard to talk about it as, like, a movie, because there's so much, it's so big. Do you know what I mean by that?
Uh-huh.
So it's hard to think about the actual viewing experience as opposed to all the film, like...
stuff.
But, like...
the film itself.
All the opportunity gives you to think and everything versus the actual movie. But, like, visually amazing. Acting is amazing, except Jennifer Jason. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. not my deal. In the book, that character is a piece of crap. So maybe she was trying to bring that over.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Maybe she had too much plastic surgery. Also, it's one or the other.
I mean, I'm not crazy about her in general, but
I know you don't like her.
I mean, I like her in Hateful Eight, but other than that, I'm not.
Yeah, she doesn't really do much in Hateful Eight.
But it's more of a the kind of angry.
She likes that, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's an angry lady.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
Hi. And then, what else? You know what I read you guys is good? I just messed up her name because I almost said Jane the Virgin again. Have you ever seen Jane the Virgin?
No.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Versatile actress, I can tell you that. And then, obviously, Tessa Thompson's always good. Didn't get much going on.
Yeah, she didn't do much by electric.
I will say, and I understand this because there were a lot of... I really liked the other lady. I didn't know who she was.
Oh, the ponytail?
Yeah.
Girl? Yeah.
I really like her.
She was good, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Okay. But so I understand there were a lot of main characters, so it's hard to delve deep, but they did fall very stereotypically, which I don't love.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, even Natalie Portman was quite flat. In that, she's the main character who doesn't have a niche. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're done, like, in the broad strokes, almost something like Aliens, where you can identify their flaw or their personality by, like, a word or something.
Or even visually.
Yeah.
Which is, in a way, a testament to the acting. I'm thinking of Tessa Thompson. But also, it was, like, a little much.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, anyway. Yeah. I really liked it. I don't know what the heck is going on.
It's okay.
I'm on, like, no sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But furthermore, that's just my excuse. Because this movie shook me to my core. As you can attest to. The minute before it even ended, I was just like, what the? Oh my word. So crazy. I felt like there were like 120-mile-an-hour winds coming at me. Crazy. You should definitely see it, though. Everybody should see it.
Yeah.
What an experience. A lot to be gleaned from it. At first, my reservations were that, upon seeing the end, it was the movie that was there just to, like, have people talk about it, you know what I mean? With no definitive ending on their end either, or clear-cut actual themes or points on their end. But I really did think about it more, and yeah, pretty good.
All right.
What did you think, Henry?
Well, after that very brief...
Oh, God.
Careful. Sorry there.
Truly, Braden's not coming.
I know, it is too bad.
Ugh.
He said he has a lot of stuff to do for the Chelsea.
Yeah, I bet.
And so...
So
he's...
The Chelsea sold.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the Chelsea Theater is going through some changes now, so... And he's one of the main employees there, so yeah, he won't be here, but he'll be here in spirit.
Oh, boy.
Although okay. But he'll be back next week. Anyways, so
You should hope so. Otherwise...
If he's not back next week, well, then it's just going to be me talking. So I don't think anyone wants to have
Some people would really like that.
I'm sure. Anyways, well, I was slightly skeptical about going in just because the trailers, I felt like they were marketing the most kind of generic aspects about it. Like someone being pulled into a house by some unknown creature and just kind of relatively standard action.
Yeah,
just, you know.
Trailers love to do that.
Yeah, I know. And some of the visuals I was a little unsure about. Just like the shimmer thing at first, I was like, don't know if I'm digging that. But as the movie went along, I did end up loving it. And I do really like Ex Machina, and I do really like his script for Dredd. Dredd still might be my favorite of his works. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, takes a little while to get going, I think.
No, I was in from the first second with that folk song. Even the folk song, the folk song ties in because it's all about self-dividing and the song.
See, I hate that.
Oh.
I hate that whole, like...
Oh, my word.
One thing, I felt like the soundtrack choice at the beginning was a little cliche.
I hated it at the end. As you might remember, I thought I was... Yeah.
Did I? I don't think
I literally was like, we have to leave because I can't listen to this anymore. When the credits started rolling,
you didn't tell me.
I was nicer about it. I'm nice in real life, everybody. It was more nuanced, but I was saying, like, this music is...
Oh, well, I mean the...
That counts as a sound.
No, I mean the not the score, the lyrical song.
I liked that. I'm saying I liked that and hated the end.
Okay.
Music.
All right. Anyways, so I felt like there is kind of the first moment of horror with a video that they watch, and that was when I was kind of the cutting. Yeah. And so that was when I was kind of like, okay, this movie knows what it's doing. Yeah, and so I was kind of in from there. I was a little... From
there?
Yeah.
Like halfway through the movie.
Well, I mean, there are certain little things sprinkled in the beginning but it just felt a little, here, we're going to go investigate this supernatural anomaly. And I was like, okay, I've seen that.
Dang, really? See,
I wasn't hating it.
Henry,
I was just
you have to delve deep like I did. You have to go crazy, I think, to appreciate this movie. You, like, really have to get into it.
And see, now, on rewatch, I think that'll play better.
Yeah.
But, it's Braden.
Exactly. I think what I tried to do was just replay it in my mind, which will make you a little more nuts, though, than just seeing it again, which would be a good call.
Yeah. But anyways.
Like, literally at, like, 4 in the morning, I was like, oh my god, and the stealth vision, and that first scene where they're, like, holding hands, and they're in that glass, and you see the glass of water, and it's them combining, and then they're on the ad. Oh my god. Everything's and it's not me just being too much, like, extra. Like, I think everything was really finely tuned to be, like, symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. You definitely have to watch it more than once.
Yeah. I would agree. I think this one is definitely a lot more ambitious than Ex Machina.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think Ex Machina it's well done, and it's a very tight story.
Yeah,
and so at times...
and small.
Yeah.
Contained.
Which I guess it's his directorial debut for that, so it makes sense.
Very
and this, I think at times, like in the first maybe hour, it maybe slows down a little too much, and it just kind of delves into kind of what you're saying, the character stereotypes in a way. Which, I mean, they weren't that interesting, and so I was kind of like waiting for them to go see the next weird thing. And I thought all the weird visuals that they see in warehouses and stuff with the holes and felt very alien-like, with the kind of white, gross.
I thought it was just incredible. Oh, that stuff?
You know, like in Alien, there's the pods that open up, and it's that kind of white, golden goo.
But everything they did was based on actual... So she's a biologist, and it's all about kind of biology, like at the most basic level, right? And it was all based on actual... I don't think the term is formula, but it was all based on actual phenomenon. Like, I think it was called, like, the Mandelbrot set or something. So, like, all of that set design was based on actual occurrences, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, but I did like it. I mean, I think the moments of where they encounter animals and the horror elements of it were probably my favorite. And I did think the third act was amazing. Even though it's very...
ridiculous.
Mysterious.
So extra.
It's a lot. Like, I feel like there's going to be some people who watch it.
And they're out. Like Mother,
They're going to lose it. Yeah, good point. And then, or like me, who I was just, even though I didn't necessarily understand everything that was happening, it's so new and interesting to watch that I was just in.
I was out for a second there. I think you probably know, in the third, like you said, for a bit.
Oh, there was one moment with Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah.
That lost me. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that bit, right?
Yeah, come on, Alex.
I
was like, Alex, you're losing it, buddy.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Reel it in.
Yeah. And so then after that part is done, the rest is awesome.
That was terrible dialogue, though. I hate that. Monologue, too explanatory crap.
Yeah.
Quote unquote explanatory. It's just nonsense. It's just dribble, basically. Show don't tell, fam. Oh, I hated that. Exactly. That's where it lost me, too. And it probably took me longer to get back into it than you. Still definitely worth the watch.
Yeah.
You know, but the end is a boggle.
And so, I think in terms of being ambitious, most of the time it lands. Sometimes it maybe goes a little too far and falls flat. But.
It reminded me of, like, I don't know if this is a commonly known thing, but, like, when my dad, like, plays music on his computer, he puts on that, like, psychedelic thing that, like, is supposed to mirror the music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The, like, geometrical lights thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Okay.
sounds really weird. But you know what I'm talking about?
Nice.
That
Smart
was like,
guy.
That was like this whole... it was at the end of the movie. I was just thinking about that, and I was like, they had too much money. Like, reel it in.
Well, I mean, even the end credits were, like, visually, like... Whew.
That's when I was, to be honest with you, I said, this is ridiculous. I'm done.
Well, see,
So-
I did love the look
What
of
is
the
the
end credits.
point?
Of just having those credits.
Yeah.
It's just visually awesome.
I
All the
guess.
different colors and...
Yeah.
But I did at times... Now, I liked the score... The part of the score that was
Iffy.
more horror and like thriller
Uh-huh.
sounding, but then there was this recurring guitar.
I like the folk song.
So are you talking not the one with lyrics, the theme?
No, I like the lyrics one.
No, but the recurring guitar picking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
That was
about?
weird.
That one it's folksy,
Yeah.
and at times it felt a little tonally off.
I thought it was going to tie in more. Like, I thought it was going to switch. I thought it was going to be like normal, and then it's going to go bah!
Yeah,
Which
but
one-
it's
yeah.
mostly them when they walk through part of the shimmer
They're just Jay
area.
chilling.
It's just like the guitar picking, and I felt if they had brought back the eerie
Yeah.
metallic score, would have
Yeah.
played much better, because you're like in this element of horror, like someone gets eaten or something, and then
Do-do-do-do.
you know, and I felt like that was kind of a misstep there, but it wasn't a huge thing. But I think Natalie Portman was pretty good for the most part. I felt
she's perfect in
no,
everything.
she's not. No strings attached. Brilliant performance.
She was very good in it.
Mm.
She was.
I don't think so.
She was.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was okay. She did 3 movies in 1 year, and they were all a lot. She did that, Your Highness,
Oh, brilliant.
and
that
like
too.
Thor, and they were all at the same time.
And you think she's great in the Thor movies?
I think she's perfect in everything. I'm not saying that they're like the best movies ever made.
Anyways, I felt for the most part
She was crazy good in this.
okay.
When she cried, I cried.
I don't doubt that. But there were at times very small lines where like it would feel a little wooden, like her delivery.
That's her character.
But there's sometimes it just felt awkward and not that well delivered. But for the most part,
Disagree.
I liked her. I thought she was quite good. All right, I had no issue with anyone aside from Jennifer Jason Leigh being a little dull,
Yeah.
and
was
flat
weird.
in terms of the character. But
That was a really underdeveloped character.
Yes.
Especially compared to the book.
yeah, but I loved. Did we talk about the bear already, or was that before
A
the
little
show?
bit.
Yeah, well, there's a great scene with a bear. It's no Revenant attack, but it's pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty darn close. Oh, my word.
It has. I would say it has interesting ideas and moments, but
Yeah.
still not as.
That's true.
But and also what the effect or the twist with
Yeah.
how the bear is acting, that was very
Well,
good.
it's all about refraction.
Yeah.
And, like, echoes, I think as Natalie Portman put it. And it's so neat.
Yeah, but yeah, I really liked anything with that. I loved you see it in the trailer, but the deer or the
Yeah.
with the antlers
Flower
that are
things.
like flowers.
Yeah.
And I loved what happened, the twist with Tessa Thompson's character, how that quickly develops into something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I do.
And I really like that and how that.
Plays
And
out.
yes,
Well, because again, a big motif of the movie is like if you're willing to kind of like, if you're basically gonna give in to change, or if you're gonna fight it and remain,
right.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that is shown through the characters
Yeah.
as well.
The big thing I got, which I guess is maybe the broadest one, but it's that change in nature can be beautiful, but also can be incredibly dangerous and unpredictable.
Yeah,
Did you not?
I did.
Do you-
I don't know. Yeah.
What? No, say it. You can say it. That's something that I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
It's a. Go on.
Well, like, on that note, I guess, one thing that I have issue with movies, which maybe after seeing this is not totally fair, is that I want it to be, like, clear-cut. Like, I want you to have a reason and a method for having put on screen and in the story what you have. but, like, that's not life, which I think is something that this movie reflects. Not to get too meta here.
No, feel free.
But, like, the point is that a lot is encapsulated in it, though there's no complete, like, point or goal or aim known. Do you know? Was that rambling? Did I ramble?
Wait, so you mean it's not
like
known...
you're saying there's beauty in nature and
like
also...
a change in nature. Or a mutation, which is what is happening with the shimmer.
And also dangerous, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, which is yeah, exactly. And there's no more to it than that, right? It's not like it's there to serve a particular purpose, whatever. Except I have a bit of a, well, it's a lot of spoilers, but
okay.
I have a bit of a, like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective, how he didn't have anything in his apartment but crap, like, covered the walls. That's how I felt thinking about this.
Okay.
Like, I have a theory.
All right.
That the alien thing is kind of bad. Or not bad, but, like, has an idea.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea towards the end. It's not really a spoiler, but and again, with the kind of change in nature, something can come in and change it, but that doesn't necessarily mean... It can be different to you.
Yeah.
That doesn't always mean it's going to be a bad thing. Like,
yeah.
Even just something simple like the deer with the antlers. That's not bad. It's a change, but then there's something like the bear.
Yeah.
Or the...
Well, bears already not great.
Well, bless their hearts, they're trying. But...
when the alligator came on, right? It's now Bino Alligator, and obviously it made me think of Beyonce. And then, as I was thinking, because in the song, Formation, she's about Bino Alligators. And then it made me think of just Beyonce in general, and I was just thinking, this is about marriage. Just watch Lemonade. This keeps happening. If everyone just watches Lemonade, you'll be fine.
We'll have to do a richer review of that.
Of Lemonade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, can we please actually do that?
Maybe.
Can we do it all together? Can that be one of those... Can we have our Mystery Theater 3000 moment and I'll watch Lemonade?
Live commentary?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Perfect.
If we get enough responses.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so... I mean, but I do like the idea of something that can come in and that can completely change nature, but it's going to have both the good and the bad of it.
Yeah.
You know, where, like... Where they're gonna... Where, like, when she sees the deer, right before that, there was a horrible scene with another animal or a different part of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, or they see what nature can do to an area.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
But furthermore, none of it is for a particular reason.
Yeah, and that's
the point of the movie.
Which is...
in a weird way.
Makes it nature unpredictable.
Not to be too nihilist here, but if you're grappling with existentialism... Either see this or don't, but make a conscious decision. It's so much because it plays on 20 different levels. Yeah. I don't know. My mind hurts.
But yeah, I did like the main scene at the end with the opposing
force.
Yes, we'll say
that was neato.
Yeah. Although at times it felt like...
I hated it, but also, like, it was cool. Like, visually, I was like, I
liked
hate
it.
This. Oh, my word.
Why did you dislike it?
It just looked terrible. I really was not a fan of that.
But at times, it felt... The dynamic between the two of them, it almost felt like a 90s music video. Like, something you'd see,
That's my point.
like a... I don't know, like Nirvana or some weird band, and it's like this mirror image, and like you see this woman walking up, and then there's
really do think it missed the mark a little bit. That was the part where I was kind of out. I really didn't. I didn't like that too much.
Okay.
It was too...
Too much.
In theory, I like it, but visually, I don't think it did it for me. It was too out there, removed, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely an interesting movie. Clearly, we're talking about it.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I would say even if you dislike...
I'm not saying you'll like it. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's worth watching.
Definitely.
I mean, it has definitely plenty of interesting ideas spread throughout.
Yeah, crazy. Also, the book is good. It's weird format, but there's a little extra to throw in.
Okay.
If you want to read the book. Not bad. I think I'm going to read the other two, but just because I'm obsessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to pull what I did last night, which I don't even know if I've done. Last time I mean...
Call Me By Your Name?
Did I? No.
I mean, I don't know.
I read that over a few days.
Okay.
That's also a really short book. I read that over a few days, but...
Okay.
Yep, this and Call Me By Your Name are basically the same movie, so...
Yeah.
They both have books, so you know what that means.
Yeah. Now, did you like Ex Machina? Just
so
out of
I have a
curiosity.
torrid relationship. Okay. The irresponsible...
Of course, it has your boy in it, so...
Don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and Oscar Isaac, so...
That's another thing we didn't even mention. I usually am not a fan of Oscar Isaac.
Really? I thought you did. I thought you...
No.
Okay.
I'm usually really the opposite.
Oh.
Really, usually not a fan. This, didn't hate him. Still didn't love him. Didn't hate him. Didn't love him, but didn't hate him. And it makes more sense. Coming out of the movie, it makes more sense the way I felt about the character.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Then coming out of it, I said, oh, okay, I get it.
We're getting into sleeper territory.
Which again is like 2 watches at least is probably good. But I liked him in that Hair Suburbicon. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he was the kind of the saving grace of that.
Yeah, god-awful movie that I was asleep for a good chunk of. But he had the cute little boy, oh my god. But anyway, so cute. But anyway, I thought he and Natalie Portman had a lot of chemistry, and you didn't think so, but I thought they worked.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Beautiful couple.
Yeah.
I thought it worked. On that note, some stuff, and I think in the movie was really stereotypical. Not stereotypical, I'm sorry, predictable. I was expecting... Well, never mind. I don't want to say, because then, process of elimination, tell you what actually happens. But, anyway. What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Yeah, the irresponsible part of me really liked it, but then I was like, this movie's not very feminist at all.
Okay, 1 star.
We've brought this up before. Yeah. And I talked to, I think I opened up Braden's mind about it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Throwback! I don't know what episode that was.
It was pretty early, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what episode that was because we weren't talking about Ex Machina, so it was just related to something else. But... Oh,
yeah, I was... sorry, quick interruption here. I was posting some of our clips and stuff online, and one of the ones I saved that I hadn't listened to for a long time was our Ghost Story review, when he says the pie scene is a commentary on bulimia. You know?
That's right. Oh, whatever.
Brilliant.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like I, the other day, couldn't sleep, and I was like, whatever. So I was listening to the first episode I was on, and I thought I was going to sound super nervous, and I, didn't, which was weird.
Yeah, you sounded good.
Oh, well, it was something that I literally had never spoken to either one of you before.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So inside, I was really nervous, but unfortunately for everyone, it didn't come across. I wasn't quiet. But in it, Braden didn't know the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian.
Oh, yeah. That's another good part.
I think very amusing.
Yeah, that's episode 5, so go back.
Yeah, you should go back and listen to episode 5.
First appearance of Chloe.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah. Yeah. And if you didn't know, I've met Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like I should bring that back up. Yeah. That was really my segue into everything on that episode. Mm-hmm. Not really, but into talking.
You're right.
No, I sounded a lot... I thought I was going to sound like a freak, but not in any different form than I sound like a freak now. I thought I was going to be really shy. Because, I don't know if I ever told you this. This is a side note, so you can all take a breather. But, my first radio appearance was in high school with Sam Higgins and Ian Feather, who I was, like, in love with. And we were on his... Ian Feather... sorry. We'll call him Ian Feather. Because that's his name. But, anyway. I feel bad for saying his name now. Anyway. So we're on his grandfather's radio show. And I was really, 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 really nervous. Like, I thought I would be with this, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was about to go to school. I was about to go to UNT Wilmington. And his grandfather asked me what the beach was like. And I literally replied, there's lots of sand. Like, I was not...
Wonderful description.
There was lots of sand. It just did not go well at all. Oh, and then I remember another part, because I said, yeah, they do a lot of period pieces there. So we were talking about movies they filmed in Wilmington, obviously, right? And he didn't know what a period piece was. And I described it by saying, well, they wore lots of fancy old dresses first, before actually describing what a period piece is.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
What a mess.
Well, throwback there also. Yeah, do you remember we talked about, like, people who got their energy from the sun or something? Like, they ate nothing but...
Oh, yeah. He, like, took in the... That was something Braden's girlfriend Mary was talking about. Right. Yeah. Like his son person.
Or whatever.
An air eater.
Air eater.
Who just that's so stupid.
Yeah, it's funny.
If that's real, that is ridiculous.
Anyway, you should go back and listen to the first episode.
Yeah.
It's
episode 5.
Or the first one, I don't know.
Yeah, the first one has Will on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, Braden and Braden. So.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, he's been on every other one. So, but yeah, Will is on that one. So
yeah,
we'll have to get him on at some point.
Yeah.
But anyhow, should we?
Really good movie. I'll tell you one thing that bothered me, and it's gonna sound really obnoxious though. All right. I was really mad. Okay, so obviously she's in like circumstances that are not clean and everything, right? And everything was wrong with that, except her hair. And then when she got back to throughout the whole movie, there are certainly points where her hair would have gotten wet and it would have been natural looking. And it made me mad that her hair was not natural looking the whole time. Should have been all curly.
Hairstylist, you blew it.
I'm just saying, it really bothered me.
Okay. Sorry.
Made me sad.
That's unfortunate.
It really
sorry.
It really deeply affected. I had this moment, I will say, when I was watching it, I said, this is actually very empowering. Seeing these, like, 5 women on screen, whatever, because usually, I know I seem like I'm that kind of person, but I'm really not like, oh my god, 5 women, how exciting, right? Because it should,
sure?
I'm sure, because it should all be, level playing field, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So usually I'm like, I just want equality, how shocking and terrible. No, but this is like, oh my goodness, like, look at this, whatever. But then, yeah, her hair really got to me.
Okay. Noted. Whenever you watch it, I'll be like, oh my god.
Her hair.
What have they done?
But she's perfect.
Okay.
She's perfect. She's my hero. She's so cool.
Cool. I'm glad.
Natalie Hirschlag. Portman Millipede.
What a gal. What a gal.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, out of 5 stars, Chloe.
Oh, jeez.
It's a 5 for me.
Literally 38,000. But, like, not even stars, like, meteors. Mm-hmm. Like, so good. But in a crazy, weird way.
You'd be a big hit on Letterboxd, like, giving a, like, because it's out of 5 stars, but in their review you could do, like, actually, 30 million.
Yeah.
It'd be a huge hit.
I'm sure. Too bad I'm illiterate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
not true. Please don't.
I was at the preschool. I was at like a 4 or 4.5 through some of it, but I would say 5.
Yeah,
The first film, aside from Sundance, film that I've really liked this year. So
I usually go up or down post movie, which is not good. Initially, I would have said like yeah, that was really solid. Like that was good. That was weird, but that was super weird, and I don't know, but now, oh my god, 38,000 stars. In the car, I said to myself, 38,000. Just sticking with it.
I can see in your car. Okay, 38,000.
Yep, I literally got in my car and started listening to interviews by all of them.
Really?
Yeah, you should do the same, everybody else. Again, Oscar Isaac, I'm telling you, marriage is quote Princess Bride, marriage is the movie.
Alright.
Also to quote NERD, to sum up this movie, the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
Well put.
That sums up the...
That should be
Can
the
we have a
tagline.
spoiler section so I can tell you my theory about my hypothesis about the end?
Sure. So that's our regular non-spoiler review, I guess.
Don't call it regular.
For Annihilation, but I'll put a very short spoiler discussion at the end of the show.
What did she text me?
So I guess we can move on to our review of Mute, and we have a clip for this one as well, so take a listen.
I deserve you, Leo. I love you so much, but you don't know me.
I want to know what the deal is with this crazy bartender.
Sure you want our help with this?
This kind of thing hurts my reputation.
Daddy's gotta go. Oh, no soda.
Your girlfriend has secrets. You lost, mate? Take a hint and fuck off.
Not very talkative.
Alright, so Mute is directed by Duncan Jones, stars Alexander Skarsgård, Paul Rudd,
Justin Theroux.
Justin Theroux,
Sam Rockwell makes an appearance.
yeah, Rosie Shaw. That's about yeah.
I'm trying to think. I guess it's about it.
Yeah. And the plot synopsis is a mute bartender goes up against his city's gangsters in an effort to find out what happened to his missing partner. So this one just premiered on Netflix. So Duncan Jones has done most recently Warcraft, but he's also done Moon, Source Code.
I like Source Code.
Yeah. And might be about it. But
That's not it.
no, I mean, like, what he's kind of known for,
Okay.
you know. And so, not getting the best reviews.
I loved it. TBH.
I feel bad because a friend of mine really liked it. But
Me?
well, now that was revealed, yes. Someone else, but I pretty much hated it.
You hated it?
I mean, I didn't hate it, but
Dang.
I was just so... I thought, like, immediately, I did not think it looked good. I thought, like...
Worst cut of Blade Runner.
I think the production design, even, and especially the Blade Runner comparisons and lighting and style is ridiculous. And just so kind of obvious. Like, it's not really... They don't really do anything with it to change it. It's just, like, a lower budget version of it, it feels.
I don't know.
Then also the production design, everything looks so cheap. And like even that opening scene with the, what are they? The Amish or the...
Oh, yeah.
The Amish?
Yeah.
Not a good scene.
We saw a bunch of Amish people, they were like parasailing over sand dunes. That was weird. Bunch of Amish ladies.
Okay. So, anyways...
It was really weird. We didn't know
weird.
how they got there. We didn't know what was going on.
Anyways, but I mean, I found it to be a complete mishmash of ideas that kind of, I mean, how Annihilation has a bunch of ideas
it
that...
had many, a parallel with Annihilation.
Yeah. But
wow.
And at least, especially after seeing Annihilation after Mute, Annihilation has a bunch of ideas that, while they're ambiguous at times, felt much more grounded and thought out and inspired, whereas this just felt so, here, let's throw this idea and let's throw this idea
No,
in.
what are you talking about?
It
They tied together really awesomely, I think. And
also, it was just, I found it to be very, just in terms of direction, to be very off. So it would go from like this underground...
The direction was my least favorite part.
Yeah, it's underground kind of Blade Runner-y scene, and then it would jump to this, like a scene in the park that's very high key lighting, and it just felt so inconsistent in terms of a style and a flow and editing. And so some people, they don't care about that, but I like it kind of immediately took me out of that world.
I think it, well...
And I didn't find it to be...
Because he was traversing, he was dealing with where he was versus where he wanted to be.
I agree with that, but I think...
things that follow you.
Especially after having just seen Blade Runner, where that film feels so tonally and in terms of atmosphere, so much more consistent. Yes, taut. Great term there. But, and like even when you go from the city to you go to this rubble area, everything feels the same world. Whereas at times it would jump to one scene that felt completely not a part of that, the main world, you know? Yeah. More like a set, like a movie set. And I mean, I just found it to be kind of dull, kind of...
Really?
It's like sluggish in terms of pace, and I just wasn't a fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm with the critics on this one.
I think it's surprising that I really liked it and you really didn't like it. I wonder how Braden felt.
And maybe if he said he didn't like it. We were talking about it a few days ago. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, he wasn't a fan.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm in my own boat.
Yeah.
Whole boat to myself is how I look at that one.
There you go. But I think so with Warcraft, which you didn't see, right?
No.
You didn't see. Not a great film by any means, but I think visually at least is much more inspired and interesting. And but one of the main criticisms with that film is that it started with this really cool high concept world, but then the story itself became so incredibly generic and dull that it just really kind of floundered, if you will. But in this, so with that in mind, Duncan Jones, I felt he and Netflix were like, all right, let's throw in all these ideas to counterbalance that. I felt like it in terms of that film being right before this film, it felt like, here, now let's throw in all these ideas that we have. Don't need to really answer all of them.
No, he was working on this script for 12 years.
Well, who knows? I don't know.
Me, 12.
And you know who Duncan Jones is, right? Or the son of, right?
Yeah.
David Bowie.
I'm aware.
I was just asking. It's interesting. Little fun fact. But I think that he, with like Moon, is probably, I think, by far his best movie. And I feel like he's almost becoming like the Scott Cooper of sci-fi, who directed Hostiles most recently and Black Mass. But he's like, he tries to get a style or a genre that he's comfortable in, but then he can't. And so from a glance, this movie looks cool. It looked cool to me. I was like, okay, this kind of noir, Blade Runner-y, has Paul Rudd film, but when you actually watch it, it's just so kind of lifeless.
Oh,
like when I feel like when I was watching Hostels, like it's like, oh, this cool concept.
No.
And I did like Paul Rudd in it a lot. He was kind of like the thing that saved it, I felt. But like I just felt it was a
Squeeze me?
Yes, that's correct.
Squeeze me?
Yes. You know what I'm implying. But anyways, I just felt it was a complete kind of uninteresting mishmash.
I firmly disagree.
That did not leave me thinking after it like Annihilation did.
I don't think you need to be quiet left thinking about it. It had a nice little tie-up, and I appreciated it. I thought it was a good story. It made you think about different things. The characters were very round. They were very round.
The motivations are weak.
The motivations were not weak at all. Yeah. They were not weak at all.
They felt very cookie cutter and not very well explained.
Like
I'm not joking.
Like what?
I just feel like someone like Paul Rudd or Justin Theroux, all these kind of main characters, it just felt...
Ugh, I really liked it, and it made me really uncomfortable at times, which is, like, good. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously. But I thought it was really well... I thought it was written really, really well. I thought it was acted superbly, especially by Alexander Skarsgård.
Now I applaud him for taking on...
Who's king?
He's not
king. He's got the cutest little face. Oh, my
gosh. No, look, I have no issue with him...
That's not why, to be clear, I gotta be clear to everybody. I'm not saying he has a cute face or he's a good actor. He plays a very innocent being who's dealing with a lot of stuff, and it really reads well, is what I mean.
I appreciate or applaud him for taking on a mute role.
It's right up his alley, honestly.
But it just... and also, again, having just seen Blade Runner, the Ryan Gosling character is a quiet...
There were a lot of... Yeah.
Is like a quiet... yeah, see? Ryan Gosling is a quiet, reserved, dark character.
Nah, I liked Alexander Skarsgård a lot better.
I mean, and I feel like, of course,
quite different.
Ryan Gosling speaks in Blade Runner, but
a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like how he emoted visually,
yeah,
or just through his face was much more interesting and complex than Skarsgård.
Oh,
and that also could just
firmly disagree.
And also that could just be with the characters.
No,
I felt like the Alexander was kind
sweet.
of. I'm not saying he's not sweet. I just felt like it was a little flat.
I don't think he has to be. Well, the thing here is...
But if you're falling, I cared so much more about Ryan Gosling's goals and personal troubles than I did with Alexander.
Oh, I didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
At all. Especially because Ryan Gosling's was for himself, and Alexander Skarsgård's was for others, which... to me, just instantly makes it more.
Of course.
What?
No. I mean that's perfectly
What's wrong
fine.
with that?
It just I cared, even just in terms of performance. Like I don't hate Alexander Skarsgård, but one issue I have with him is, and it's not his fault. It's just that for some reason I can't get past it. He looks so much like an actor. He looks like he should be one of those actors that you see in a soap opera who's overly groomed. He has that kind of almost like plastic surgery, kind of like defined.
What does that have to do with Alexander Skarsgård?
That's how he looks.
How he looks.
I know. And look, I'm not saying it wasn't like, oh my god, he looks like an actor, I can't handle it. It just, every time I see him in a film, it sticks out. I don't know why. And like when he's up against, someone like Paul Rudd, who feels so much more natural, Alexander Skarsgård just feels so much like he's putting on a performance.
He's not. I hate that.
I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
You think he's putting on a performance based on his appearance or based on his performance?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
It was distracting. And it's nothing against him personally. See, I'm sure he's a wonderful... I'm sure he's a wonderful person. And good-looking guy, Sure. But it just... I personally... I don't know why.
You don't like him.
I don't dislike him. It's just
you don't like watching him in movies.
He's not an actor who I see like, oh, I have to go see that.
Oh.
Other than that, I don't have an issue with him. I liked him in Big Little Lies. Wasn't great in Tarzan. And then what else has he been in?
Loads.
Okay, like
What Macy Knew.
Didn't see that.
That's a great movie. I think Alexander Skarsgård really likes kids. Not like obviously. Okay. Based on that. Due to availability heuristic, that sounds bad, but I just mean I think he likes children.
Okay.
As do I. It's not.
But, again, it wasn't a huge issue.
True Blood killed it.
I didn't see that.
Oh, he's so good in it. Oh my god, best villain of all. He's such a good villain in True Blood because you yes, he was in Melancholia, he was in Straw Dogs. I never saw Battleship.
He was alright in Battleship, but
he was in.
He was.
He was in Diary of a Teenage Girl. He was really good in that. I didn't like it very much, but he was really good in it.
I didn't have a big issue with that. It's just that whenever I see him, I can't help but think about that. But it was mostly just it felt like such a weak knockoff of Blade Runner, trying to be as ambitious as it is, but falling very flat.
Oh,
like if Annihilation had all those ideas, but was very poorly executed, and I just didn't care about anything, or wasn't interested, and I just felt like it was just so.
I was very invested.
I wish I could have been.
I was okay. So
I need to get my charger, so you can keep. You can keep going.
Well, to me,
BRB.
He's going to find Braden. To me, it was grimy and due to the characters at times very unpleasant to watch, but I think that's a testament to it and to the writing and to the character development because they were very round. They were kind of gross. Basically, well, it's interesting. Also, you have to admit, like, you couldn't always tell people's positions, which was really cool. And, like, bad people, obviously I'm me, so I liked that bad people got their comeuppance for being bad people.
I'm back.
You know, what you put out is what you eventually is what ends up being your lifeline. So if the rope breaks, you know, it's your own fault, which was what happened in this movie quite a bit. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really thought through, and the characters were relatable. Robert Sheehan was in it. I said, what the F? Where have you been, Geostorm? What are you doing? Anyway, he's made some weird decisions, in the field, and I think he's really good, so it's confusing. But, anyway, no, I really liked it.
Oh, seen Geostorm?
Yeah, that's why I said Geostorm.
Did you see that movie?
No. So I guess
we should see it.
Just like it, but
We should do a richer review.
Of Geostorm?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but
maybe it's amazing.
Maybe. Anything with Gerard Butler has got to be good.
I hate Gerard Butler.
I know, I do too.
Yeah. Anyway, no offense, Gerard Butler.
Yeah, sorry.
But
sorry, kiddo. But, so I mean, I
really liked it.
I'm glad you did. And
my
friend really liked it, and so, but I mean,
who's this friend?
I'll tell you. I just don't want to off them on.
Like I've done with a bunch of people today by accident.
I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but I don't want to do it without. Well, I mean,
You're just better than me.
Anyways, but and also, I mean, one big issue is
Gareth.
It's Gareth. Yeah, he also emails me every single day about what he's watching. Oh, Gareth, you should get a letterboxd, like we were talking about. Follow me on
Gareth ain't got
Letterboxd.
time for Letterboxd.
Yeah, he's too busy thinking about the entire world film. But
he should not see Annihilation. He'll have a breakdown like
can you
me.
imagine the email we'd get? It'd be like 3 pages, like a Word document. But yeah, if you have a thought on Annihilation, send us an email, man.
Yeah.
Always love hearing from you. Or anyone else. Give us your thoughts on Annihilation.
And also,
if you disliked it or if you liked it,
on iTunes.
Yeah, just send us stuff.
Oh my gosh, I made Henry merch.
What?
I made you merch. I made you show merch for your birthday.
Oh, I thought you said merge. I was like, what did I merge with? Yeah, but we should say, so birthday was recently, and that wasn't, birthday was, yeah, okay, anyways. Chloe was so nice to make me a Film Buds t-shirt.
Yeah.
And so the very first Film Buds merchandise has been created.
Yeah. So order yours now.
Yes, $150 at least.
No,
but
$20.
20, you know.
$20.
But yeah, it was a really cool shirt. So maybe, I mean, we'll have to figure out some other stuff. Maybe some keychains. Some.
Ew.
I know. Never
Trucker
mind.
hats.
Yeah,
Really,
trucker hats would be amazing.
No, those are really in right now.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
My sister wears trucker hats sometimes.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I don't, but it's okay.
We know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Have to crochet the Film Buds logo on some beanies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I really liked it. I thought it was very thought out, planned. I did like I said, it's hard to watch, but I appreciated that they had some interesting bad guys in there. Really interesting.
See, I mean...
unpleasant, but it shows dimensions. It shows that people have blinders, like doctors who smoke, you know? That kind of thing.
Sure.
I really appreciate it.
I mean, also, the biggest issue, I just found it to be so dull.
I really didn't think so.
I thought it felt so slug, and I felt like the world itself almost felt like a gimmick to me. The Blade Runner-esque world just felt like, here, let's make the core story much more interesting, and let's put it in a sci-fi world. Whereas in Blade Runner 2049, everything that happens in that feels like it's a part of that world, and it should be.
I guess.
You know? That's how I feel. But also, in terms of Duncan Jones, like, I think he's an interesting filmmaker to listen to. Like, even when he's talking about Warcraft, it's interesting to hear him talk, but in a way, it's almost...
that accent?
Not necessarily, but anyways...
It's a joke.
I almost see him as someone who's, like, it kind of confuses me, like, almost someone like Michael Bay, who, when he's talking, he's so passionate and interesting to listen to, but that almost never comes through on screen. I can see in Mute the core passion in it. Like, he wants to make this very complex, interesting world, but it falls very flat. Almost like some of the Transformer films. Like, you hear Michael Bay, he's like, oh, I loved this technology, I love wanting to incorporate this and that, but then it just falls so boringly.
I thought it was gripping.
I'm glad.
But
and I may
person,
rewatch it at some point.
I said I'm a big plot person.
You are, and I'm
You're
not. I'm more of a character person.
I thought the characters were great too, though.
Okay. I mean, they weren't terrible.
As it were.
They weren't terrible, but I just...
Did not pass the Bechdel test, but what can you do?
Yeah.
I thought he was really good, though. I know I always do.
That's okay. I did like Paul Rudd a lot. So.
Paul Rudd was really good also.
Yeah.
Of course he was. He's Paul Rudd. Yeah.
Yep.
Paul Rudd and Natalie Portman, I just both want to be related to me.
Okay.
Like, I just want to hang with both of them at separate times, maybe. No, they'd probably get along. They probably do get along. They probably have, like...
Probably buds.
They probably go to Shabbat dinner together and stuff, yeah.
Okay. So, anything else on Mute?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll defend you with my life.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
I don't have much else to say. So, out of 5, Chloe?
You go first.
2.
4.
Yeah. So,
4.
and we'll get Braden's thoughts on both films when he comes back next week.
Justin Theroux, who knew? Bizarre, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, okay. Hey. He has a really good voice. He just has a really good voice.
No, yeah, he has a cool voice, yeah.
Yeah, my goodness.
Yeah. All right, so that's about it for our review. I think we talked about both movies in elaborate detail, so...
We barely talked about Mute.
That's true. But
we said what we needed to say.
Yeah, so I guess not much...
I think everybody should try it. You must agree.
I agree.
It's one of those movies, it's weird. They're both, this week, like I thought, they're both very unique movies that I think everybody I think should watch Annihilation. I think everybody should try Mute.
Yeah.
And I think
it's on Netflix, so you can...
it'll either grab you or not, because I was in it from quite early on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
And the girl's adorable.
True.
Didn't get much, but she was cute.
Yeah.
It reminded me of what Macy knew, like I said.
Okay. Cool.
Alexander can be the hero and the villain. He does both.
What a guy.
Excellently.
What a guy.
Gosh, I do love him. He's very versatile, I think, more than most people. Contrary to you think he's a Ken doll, but I think he's
a Ken doll.
Wait, so you watched Big Little Lies more than the pilot?
No, I've seen 2 episodes. Which it's good. It's just a show like with all television now. I just can't. It's so hard for me to actually watch the entire series, even if it's good. It's just after a while, I just want to. I'm like, I just want to be watching a movie instead.
Yeah, we're so different.
Yeah, which I know. I think most people now probably are on your side. Like I say, people will be coming in the shop and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, have you seen this show? Have you seen this? You know, I binge watched. You know, like the woman who cuts my hair."
But he got time for binge watching. How do people binge watch?
Like the woman who cuts my hair. She's like, "Oh yeah, I binge watched this Netflix show. In one day."
Oh my word.
Yeah, or and someone will tell me, "Oh yeah, have you seen this show? Have you seen that?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I've seen bits and pieces of it. Maybe heard it was good." And I don't get how someone can feel can not go see a film that's 2 hours, but then dedicate 30 an entire day to watching a show.
Yeah, see, I don't really do that. I hardly sit down and just watch a show unless I'm like with people, because then it's kind of like multitasking. I just can't justify just sitting and watching it. I can justify obviously sitting and watching a movie, especially if it's in theaters, but like TV show not so much. But like if I'm like painting, because sometimes I'll paint like a few paintings in a day, so it's like all day, whatever.
I mean, I still watch sitcoms, but I don't watch. It's rare I watch
less
dramas.
of a sitcom person.
Like I watch something like Parks and Rec or The Office just to like relax. But
I see those are the shows I watch when I'm doing stuff.
I don't really watch new ones.
I do. So there we go. Like The Good Place. So good.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of that. Yeah, again, I've seen some of that. It's good. It's just I just watching a movie usually feels so much more satisfying. Like when I watch something, I've never seen a TV show do what Annihilation does for me. Like
True Detective season 1.
Well, no, in terms of sci-fi. The first day of True Detective is amazing. Like I would say that's still probably my favorite TV drama, or of a season. And so I agree that did lead me with like this
Doctor Who. That'll do it.
Haven't seen it.
Doctor Who will do it. Doctor Who. I know I sound like I don't care. Doctor Who is like the best show of all time.
Okay.
Literally, when I'm pugging away, for all you clay aficionados out there.
Yeah, I'm sure we have many.
When I'm pugging away, I've just listened to Doctor Who audiobooks. Obsessed.
That's cool.
It's great. It's everything you could want.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay.
If you're saying a TV show can't do...
No, I'm not saying it can't.
Annihilation does.
No, I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying it's so rare that I watch a show that has the same impact as watching a lot of films nowadays. And it's just personal taste.
And no one has a better theme song than Doctor Who, so...
Okay.
We like to do it with our... Because when my sister and I watch it together, when it comes on, we pick up our cats, and we have them... We can, like, make them kind of fly, and we go... Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow.
That'd be an interesting sight.
Yeah. We've recorded it,
okay.
So.
Great. So, yeah, I have nothing against television. It's just that when I go see something like Annihilation, I'm like, wow, that was amazing. But then when I watch a lot of seasons of a TV show, it's not that it's not good. It's just that I feel like I'm just watching a plot unravel, pretty much. And whereas Annihilation, I feel like I'm truly being provoked to think more.
Right. Well, it depends on what you watch, man.
Yeah, I try, different dramas and stuff, like Big Little Lies. Good show.
It's so good.
But it's just like, I would rather watch, I don't know, what's a mystery? I'd rather watch Prisoners or something. Or Dragon Tattoo.
Oh my god, have you seen all the stuff about Reese Witherspoon? Like, it's a compilation of Reese Witherspoon telling people to be more careful while they're driving and stuff.
No.
It's so funny. I just love it. It's literally just there's so many videos of Reese Witherspoon, like, telling people, like, be more careful. Obsessed. Obsessed with Reese Witherspoon.
Check that out, guys. So, alright. Well, I guess, like I said a few minutes ago, no real news to talk about that I'm...
Yeah, huh?
What?
They're making a movie about a hot Cheeto. Hot Cheeto.
What?
Didn't you hear this?
No.
They're making a movie about hot Cheetos. Okay. About the guy who created hot Cheetos. It's like a biopic.
Oh my god. So it's going to be like Goodbye Christopher Robin, but about Cheetos?
Yeah, hot Cheetos.
Great.
Yeah, isn't that freaky?
Is it going to be animated? That'd be more interesting.
No, I don't think so. It's a biopic.
They're doing a Tetris movie. Like a trilogy.
What trilogy?
Look it up.
I don't... Three of them?
Look it up.
There's barely one.
Look it up. Look it up.
Oh, you gavalt.
But yeah, so no real news aside from the Hot Cheeto movie.
Is there really not news? Kevin Smith, well, I don't know if that counts as news. Kevin Smith had a heart attack.
Oh, did he really?
You didn't know?
No.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Gee whiz.
And then Stan Lee has pneumonia, which is rough.
But yeah, Paul, who's on the show early on, really loves Kevin Smith, so I'm sure he's upset. But and that's not good. So I hope he gets well. But Chloe just made a face. What?
I'm looking at celebrity news on the IMDb, and it says Donald Trump's Nobel Peace Prize nomination investigated for fraud. I don't know. Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Ang Lee's new movie stars Will Smith. It's called Gemini Man. My best friend's a Gemini, so that'll be fun then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Isn't
Oh,
Gemma?
Jesus. Sorry, I keep doing that.
Isn't Gemma?
Heck no.
Oh, sorry.
Her birthday's approaching.
I know.
She's an Aries, but really
I don't have
she's
all
a
the
Pisces.
different...
Really, she's a Pisces. You know who's secretly into astrology? My new obsession, Michael B. Jordan. I'm obsessed with him.
Oh, yeah, you told me. Yeah, that was.
I have to tell everyone about the hot wings thing because I'm obsessed.
Okay, let's get it out.
Okay, just so you all know, I was watching a bunch of interviews with the Black Panther cast, whatever. Michael B. Jordan knows his crap about the comics. His answers were very well thought out. They're like stupid questions, and he put thought into them. He's amazing. Just amazing. Okay. For real. Obsessed. So I was watching this one where it's like...
something to eat real quick.
He doesn't... Henry's so resigned. He doesn't give a crap anymore. Okay. So... I was watching this one. Michael B. Jordan, he's the most eloquent person in the whole world. But here's this one, and it's like... I don't know. The whole thing, I'm sure some of you have seen it. It's like they eat hot wings and answer questions, and the hot wings get progressively more hot. That's like the shtick. And so... After Michael B. Jordan eats all the hot wings without even drinking milk because he's such a pro, you didn't miss the story. So afterwards, the guy's like, so now's your time to like say whatever you want, whatever you want. And unprompted, he just goes like, to all the strong women out there, like, your time is coming, like, keep doing you, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I love my family, like, to all the people who feel like they're outcasts, like, we're here for you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm just obsessed with him. I just love him. Ugh.
Seems like a good guy.
He seems like the best guy. Go watch The Wire. That's my moment to be Braden. Go watch The Wire. That was terrible. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our news.
Oh, wait. I forgot what I was doing because I got distracted by Michael B. Jordan.
Don't worry about it.
Apparently, no, I'm mad about this. Listen up. You ready?
I'm ready.
Apparently, this is just like, Call Me By Your Name also. Greta Gerwig planning to direct how many more? 3 more movies about Sacramento.
Okay.
What the heck? 3 more about Sacramento? I hate that. Because why? You know? Alright, you can keep going now.
Alright, so I guess we can just move on to some mail. So, like I said at the beginning of the show... swallowing. The filmbuds.podcast at gmail.com is the address that you can reach us, and also on Twitter and Facebook. And so, again, we always love hearing from you. Feel free, if you're a new listener or if you've been listening for a while now, feel free to send us any thoughts or comments, whatever you like. Always makes my day when I get listener mail. So, anyhow, so the first one I'll read is a local listener that Chloe in particular may know pretty well.
Oh,
no. It was kind of him to write in.
Is it Dr. Strauss?
Yes. So this is the title. The subject head is
Jesus.
PB2AU.
That's not the subject head, is it? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's his company. He's trying to plug. Plugging his company.
So yes.
If you're a scientist who needs consultation, there you go.
Yeah. So, hey film buds. Watching a news broadcast the other day, I realized that President Trump fancies himself a superhero. He was bragging that had he been there,
he would have run into the building without even a gun.
He would have rushed into that Florida high school, even if unarmed, to face that crazed gunman. So, would you welcome an animated film with serial sequels depending, based on our heroic president? Which is heroic, as I'm sure is sarcasm there. I believe such a treatment might work because his base, double entendre / pun intended, followers would certainly enjoy some glorious hero worship. Meanwhile, the rest of us, 60 to 70% of the U.S. population, would view the very same production as cynically satirical.
That's true.
Say that 5 times fast.
Cynically satirical. I had a dream where I was doing that and I messed up. Isn't that weird? Just this morning.
That is weird. Everyone would see what he likes, depending on one's individual proclivity for base fantasy
or... like how my dad put she first?
Yeah. Or honest reality. Congratulations on the continually excellent podcast that I'm Chloe's dad, notwithstanding. Ciao, Gary.
Yeah, he likes saying ciao. Okay, I love him so much. I want to acknowledge that I could be so much more pedantic and extra like he is. So, like, people who think I'm pedantic and extra, like, I'm doing pretty well.
Hey, he's good. Very good guy. Nice guy.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
What was even the question?
So, would you watch an animated film, or would you welcome an animated film about Trump?
He knows they're doing that, right? On Comedy Central?
Oh, they are doing that.
They're making a show about Trump.
Like a Disney-level film.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if that's what it means exactly.
I wouldn't watch that. But
I would watch it if it was, like, truthful or satirical.
I'm sure it'd be satirical.
I would totally watch that.
I think he's saying it would work both ways because either people would acknowledge that, which is how most satire works. Either people don't acknowledge that satire or they really, really do.
So it would have to be done by someone of great...
Seth Rogen, probably.
I would totally watch that, yeah. Sausage Party, but about Trump?
I was thinking more, I guess Sausage Party meets The Interview.
Yeah, I'd totally be down if Seth Rogen and James Franco got together.
I think that...
Got Danny McBride, you know, Will Forte, all the guys, you know? I'd be down.
And maybe some ladies also.
Yeah, like
get Emma Watson back.
Sure, let's bring her back. What are some other good women? Maybe Amy Poehler in there.
Are you really struggling to think of good female comedians?
No, Kristen Wiig. Oh, Kristen Wiig was in Sasha's Party. Who else would be good in that?
Tina Fey would be a good, like, anyone.
Yeah.
Who works in the White House.
She would be. Definitely. She would be.
Yeah. She'd be the chorus. She'd be the one who knows the crap is going down and you know that she knows. Kate
McKinnon. She'd be a good, like, absurdist character.
Something.
Yeah. She should play Trump.
Yeah. That would be really funny.
Yeah.
But intentionally, like, transgender Trump just to make everyone mad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'd be a crazy movie.
Cray. No, I definitely wouldn't watch it, though, but I think a lot of people would.
Yeah, well, if something like that comes out, we'll totally review it, but...
On Comedy Central.
What we were just saying.
Fine.
Jeez. So, yeah. Well, hopefully that answers your question, Gary.
What a question.
Yeah, it's a heavy question, but...
Dr. Strauss, I expected more from you, but... Really.
I'm sure you can talk about that later.
I'm sure we will.
Anyhow, so our other one for the week... Oh, shoot, where is it? Oh, and actually, hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on, I'm trying to pause it.
Did you pause it?
Here we go. Okay, so we're back. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to have to edit all this out, but...
Which you won't.
I might, actually, but... Anyways, so our other one is from Amy in Austin, and she says, "Hi all," and just two of us, but
still all.
Yeah, if a classic film could be remade and would be amazing no matter what would be your movie, director, and or actor of choice to be in it? Thanks so much for your work on the show, Amy.
Thank you.
So like,
so if you could have the perfect remake of any movie?
Yes, if it would be like amazing, and you could pick who.
Oh, and it would just be good.
Regardless, it would be like it came out 100%. It's a Paddington 2 situation.
Dang, what's yours?
Well, one I thought of would, like, if Rear Window was remade, I would...
Into Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf?
Sure, there's that, but I would...
And Rihanna?
David Fincher direct.
Oh, yeah, that'd be creepy.
Rear Window. Who would star in it, though? Maybe DiCaprio?
No way.
Nah.
Doesn't fit.
Oh, you think?
I'm thinking.
I only got part of the way.
You mean Speak?
Yeah. I only got part of the way.
I would really like... I don't know, it's hard.
Maybe Daniel Craig? No.
The one that comes to mind... Yeah, Daniel Craig could be...
What?
Oh, no, he'd be a good murderer. Daniel Craig would be... He would be Perry Mason.
Yeah, he'd...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember Perry Mason's real name right now, but he'd be him. Anyway.
Who'd be Grace Kelly? Huh.
Ooh.
Who can replace Grace Kelly? I mean, come on, jeez.
One of mine might be Shop Around the Corner, because, as I've mentioned, I, love that movie. It's, the perfect romantic comedy kind of deal. right? Classic. But I really, the woman in it really, like, irks me to my core.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to replace her. Oh, we both did Jimmy Stewart ones. How funny is that? We both just chose Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
I don't know who I would pick.
What if Channing Tatum was the Rear Window guy? Can you can you imagine like a comedic version of that?
That'd be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, he falls out.
Maybe
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Just falls right out the window.
Yeah. Keira Knightley as Grace Kelly.
Yeah, she'd be a good job.
Yeah.
That'd be good. She'd be a good job.
She'd be a good job.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like
Somebody
a fun one.
didn't believe me that Keira Knightley was in Star Wars. I had to tell them about 12 times. And we looked it up and they still didn't believe me.
What?
What?
Where is she in Star Wars?
She's Padme's, stunt double, if you will.
Oh.
She's her, like, she's fake Padme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, you believe me.
Or what about Charlize Theron as Grace Kelly?
No.
No?
Terrible.
Okay.
No, she'd probably be fine. But, no, I don't like that at all.
All right. Fine. I mean, pretty much any of Alfred Hitchcock movies I'd like to... Oh, what if Casablanca got remade?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Who would be Humphrey?
Oh, Lordy. Armie Hammer. No, he's not like what's that word? Weathered enough.
He's not damaged enough. Yeah,
not weathered enough. Man, that's tricky. I'm really blanking.
What about...
This part just makes me think too much.
Huh. That's an interesting one.
That's a really good question. I'm sorry we can't. My mind is still blown. I feel like we're off today, and I feel like it's my fault because...
No, it's all good. Huh.
Oh my god, for Rear Window, you know who'd be good? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He'd be good.
That'd be good. What about Joel Edgerton for something? I think... No?
Who?
You're not a Joel head?
I'm not a Joel... No, I'm not at all.
What about Michael Fassbender? Michael Fassbender could be the Perry Mason guy.
Yeah. No, I think he'd be good as Jimmy Stewart, too.
Yeah, he could be.
But now he's tainted for me, and I'm really upset.
Yeah.
I want Lily James in more stuff. Let's put Lily James in My Shop Around the Corner. Opposite her, though...
Who would direct?
Oh, boy. Reese Witherspoon.
Sure.
Argue with me. Try it. No, that'd be terrible.
Well, she was a producer on Gone Girl.
Well, put Natalie Portman. Have Natalie Portman. It's not interesting enough for Natalie Portman. She wouldn't do it. Me. I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute.
I'll take the role.
I'll do it. Who would play opposite Lily James?
Oh, what about Gosling for Rear Window?
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
You could see that, yeah.
I could see Gosling in mine, too. Let's insert Ryan Gosling into every Jimmy Stewart role ever made. Mr. Gosling Goes to Washington, everything. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Yeah, that's...
Well, that was awful. I don't know. Let's do all the Harry Potters over again, but with them as adults pretending to be kids. And let's have Quentin Tarantino direct it.
That'd be interesting. For sure.
Yeah.
What if Tim Burton could direct a classic movie? He did Planet of the Apes.
No, that would be amazing. You know Natalie Portman was in Mars Attacks? That would be amazing.
Like, what would you choose?
Oh, boy. That's such
Psycho?
No, that's too obvious, you know? No, I'd want him to do something a little romantic, because he really does flourish under those pretenses. Mm-hmm. So I'd really like that. But I don't know. That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone else has ideas, feel free to email us.
I think Tim Burton secretly directed that movie Butter. Is it called Butter? No. Bread? Toast.
You're spouting word.
No, Toast. With Freddie Highmore and Helena Bonham Carter. I have my suspicions that Tim Burton secretly directed it.
I didn't see that one.
Well, you should give it a watch.
You know, some people say that Spielberg secretly directed Poltergeist.
I love that. I could see that. No, I can't see that. That's a lie.
Sure, okay.
I'm thinking about it.
All right, well, there's theories that he actually did.
That's funny.
Secretly directed, yeah.
I feel like he'd get nightmares.
Well, because he's a producer on it.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Time will tell. Probably not, I guess. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
But, I would like some,
Oh, Javier Bardem could be the guy, Perry Mason. And
that would be dope. Yep. I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
What about Scarlett Johansson as Grace Kelly?
I mean, I don't like her in anything, Henry. I think she's terrible. Oh, Natalie Portman was originally going to be Black Widow. That's Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then she was going to be Catwoman. Anne Hathaway.
She could be, I think she probably would have been better than Anne Hathaway.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah.
Too short. Should have been excellent Catwoman, because she's so smart, thoughtful. Natalie Portman,
What about James Franco?
Harvard graduate.
Well, he'd be good in what classic movie?
All of the above. But just in the role that you would least want to put him in. Just put him there, No, I think... God, I just blank. It's because, when you when you can think about anything at all...
What about Gone with the Wind?
Oh, God. Let's never watch her remake that.
Yeah.
I'm so good. So good. Ugh.
What about Top Hat?
I was just about to say Top Hat. He couldn't... I don't think... What? Oh. I don't think James Franco could quite pull off the kind of lightness, the kind of innocence, as it were, of Fred Astaire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree.
That's a hard one to rival the... Well, you're going to hate me for this, but I think Timothy Chalamet could do it. Not just because they're both skinny. I think he could do it. He's a good dancer, too.
What about Armie Hammer in that one?
In what?
In Top Hat.
He'd be good as, Eric Edward Horton. The kind of sidekick in those movies. He'd be, he plays, Fred Astaire's, stage manager, that kind of thing. I think he'd be good for that. And then Ginger Rogers...
Stuff.
Okay, so it's hard if you cast Timothy Chalamet to find a good opposite, Not in a rude way. It's just a lot more to think about. But, if we're not thinking about him... I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, feel free to send us stuff. Hopefully that answers your question.
It doesn't. That was awful. Sorry.
Bit, but I feel like people are used to that by this point. But
let's put James Roday in some stuff. Where the heck is James Roday? I know where he is. He opened a monster-themed dinner theater restaurant in LA. But I'd really like him to come back.
Okay.
Let's put James Roday in some stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Because why not? He's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyways. So, alright, well that's it for mail.
Let's redo Titanic, except not crap.
Sure. So
Scorsese doing Titanic would be good.
Yeah.
I think he'd be good.
He wouldn't be my first choice, but
crap. What's Birdman guy's name?
Inarritu.
Birdman guy doing Titanic.
Right,
Natalie Portman was originally cast opposite opposite Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo plus Juliet. She was too young.
Too bad.
She was too young.
Too young.
Take the rules away.
Too young, Natalie.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah. I guess we just move on to our picks of the week. So I actually have a good few.
Thank God.
Because I've ordered some kind of a handful of Blu-rays that I've been meaning to buy for a long time now, like catalog releases. Mm-hmm. But one I did kind of blind buy was The Towering Inferno, which stars Steve McQueen and Fred Astaire as well in his older days. William... what's his name? Hund. William Mandel. No, William... Holden? William Holden.
Oh, William Holden.
William Holden.
An understated kind of actor.
Yeah, and so this one is the story about the fire.
My dad's obsessed with William Holden.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you may want to see this. So, it's about the fire and this... You have?
If it has Fred Astaire, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's about the fire in the San Francisco skyscraper, and it was from the 70s. And so it was interesting to watch because it's definitely one of the best examples of what modern blockbusters have become. These very, movies that feel the need to be... It is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So ridiculously bloated with characters and plot. this on a huge ensemble cast, a bunch of effects, and it feels so like watching that. I felt like I was watching San Andreas or something. Just better version.
Yeah.
But it is so needlessly long.
Extra.
Like there is some great procedural stuff with the firefighters and the fire, but at times, like I don't care about these people. I just want to see the destruction. But all the practical effects are awesome. Like these huge demolished sets and real fire and all of that. So that was interesting. Then I watched. Here, you say something. I'm looking at my letterbox.
Okay, one of mine is A Tale of Love and Darkness. Have you seen it?
No, I still want to see that.
You haven't seen it?
No.
So good. It's Natalie Portman's
Directorial debut.
Is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
New York, I Love You.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Okay.
Or her feature film.
Well, there were like 1,000 directors on New York, I Love You, because there's a bunch of different ones. It was, her first feature film. So good. It's foreign language, but it's so well constructed, very creatively put together. Good story. Interesting. There's a book
I will watch that soon. Yeah.
Don't feel full from the movie. Great.
Okay.
I had other ones. Can't remember.
Well, I'll keep going. So I rewatched The Birdcage with Robin Williams, and it's awesome. It's like everyone is amazing in it. Like Hank Azaria, is that his name? Who plays the butler. He's amazing. Robin Williams and Nathan Lane are both fantastic. It's just very funny. Completely holds up. Really, I think a lot of that is because the performances are so good. But if you haven't seen that, it's great comedy. So check that one out for sure. And then I also rewatched The Big Sleep, starring Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Yeah.
My mom saw her in a Whole Foods when I was a baby, and she said she was just so rude.
It's too bad.
I know.
So this one is it's considered to be a great classic, but it's somewhat renowned because of the insanely ridiculous, overly complicated plot.
Yeah.
And so the director actually had to call the writer and ask about certain plot details, and even the writer himself did not know entirely. And so it is, if you do watch it...
A lot of people are into that.
Yeah, and so if you do watch it and you don't know what's going on, it's okay. I've seen it a few times now, and I still don't know entirely.
So it must be a good movie.
No, but it's clearly not made to make sense. It's mostly just for seeing the characters go through this. Almost the fun of it is almost getting lost in this world that it creates. And so it's again, with comparing it to modern films, it feels how a lot of modern blockbusters want to be when they become overly complicated, right. But they are at their core very dumb. Whereas this knows what it's doing, and so it complicates it for a reason. And also, it feels like where the inspiration for Inherent Vice was born. Mm-hmm. So, like if you watch The Big Sleep and then you watch Inherent Vice, they're very similar. Like, Inherent Vice. Yeah, it's very like if the first time you see it, had no idea what was going on. It's like tons of characters all over the place. And also, since it's very 70s, like drug induced, it's even more complicated. But watch The Big Sleep and then watch Inherent Vice, and you may like Inherent Vice, because I know it was divisive when it came out. But and so every time you watch it, you notice more little details and stuff. And so The Big Sleep is cool. Good classic. Looks fantastic. Humphrey Bogart's great.
I don't like Humphrey Bogart too much.
I don't love him, but he's good in this. But yeah, I think that might be about it. Anything else for you?
Well, I already said what Macy knew, but like if you're on the Skarsgård train, give it a look. Mm-hmm. And then two random ones. They're both like kind of creepy though, but in a kind of a subtle-ish way, kind of. Okay. The Trouble with Harry. Have you seen that? Obsessed since I was little.
It sounds familiar.
Because I'm a freak, I guess. Just rewatched it.
Who's in it?
Beaver from Leave It to Beaver. It's Hitchcock. It's really good.
Oh, Yeah. I don't think I've seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
And then also there's a movie called The Gazebo that's really good. If you want, those are both like the same genre, I think. Yeah, they kind of all these movies have like kind of an understated kind of creepiness, but it's not quite creepy because it's more tangible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And those two movies have that too. Those are old uns,
Alright.
but they're good.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't seen either of those, so I'll check those out.
Well, you're welcome.
And then one more. So I watched Run All Night, which is about Liam Neeson running all night. No, that would have been amazing, but no, it's not. It's this crime drama by a guy who did The Shallows, Orphan, who just most recently did The Commuter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's such a wannabe Tony Scott. Like, this guy is ridiculous, but he doesn't have nearly the charm or the finesse of Tony Scott. But this one is just has Liam Neeson, Joel Kinnaman.
Oh, from what I just watched, Altered Carbon.
Right. And
it's fake Alexander.
Yeah. It's just so insanely overly serious and cliched. Like, Liam Neeson is this retired cop who's, like, haunted by all the people I've killed, and he's a complete...
Literally? Because that'd be cool.
Well, he has nightmares, and he can't sleep, and he's a complete, he's a drunk, he's an asshole, and it just takes itself so seriously, but it's not very good. Not terrible, but just very dumb.
Yeah, that's like Altered Carbon.
Yeah, and...
I've only watched the first episode.
Yeah.
But, Lord H. Morty.
Yeah, but I think that's about it for now, and I have some other ones that I just got that I'll talk about next week, so when you're not here, but...
Yeah.
But yeah. But I guess that about brings us to the end of the show, unless, Chloe, you have anything else you want to mention?
No.
But yeah, so next week it's going to be kind of a switcheroo. So Braden's going to be back, but no Chloe. And we'll see if, like I said before, we'll see if we can get maybe one of the Jacobs on. I'm sure one of them wants to come on. So
I bet you could get the known one on for Red Sparrow.
Maybe. But yeah, so we hope you enjoyed the show. Chloe, as always, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're sorry.
It was a mess.
We're sorry, Braden. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. Changes were made, and Braden got preoccupied. But he's fine, so don't worry. He'll be back. Chloe, no, I already asked you that. Yeah. So, all right. So, have a wonderful week. Chloe, have a wonderful trip.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll see you before then, but just for the listeners, they wish you a happy time in Mexico. So,
sure.
Alrighty, and until next week, we'll see you later.
What?
Bye-bye.
Not the best exit.
I just recorded that, so.
You're tired, hungry, I don't care. And when I'm done with your service, I'm gonna sell you to the circus. I'll come and visit in a week.
Okay, so spoilers coming for Annihilation.
I'm so ready.
Chloe's
ready?
pumped.
I'm so ready. I'm going to keep it to a min. I'm just going to tell you the big thing I'm thinking. And I don't think I'm the only one who thinks it. Okay. I think...
Take your time.
I think it's possible that the alien entity being whatever planned the whole time. Well, I don't know if it was the whole time. But since Oscar Isaac made it to the end cave thing, right? Or the lighthouse. I'm sorry for calling it a cave. Made it to the lighthouse. He said, okay, so he's dying. He took his buddy, right? And he said, go find Lena. I think he was like, okay, perfect. I think it was a whole plan to find her, bring her back in, then leave again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a normal thing?
Well, no, but yeah, that makes sense.
It all makes sense. And then I think the thing wanted her to destroy it. I think it was keeping her there so she couldn't run away. because she was going to run away.
Right.
It was fighting her. Took the grenade. It knows what the grenade is because it saw Oscar Isaac kill himself.
Yeah.
Right? It's obviously like a weird sentient, like, life force.
Self-aware.
Yeah. It's like a life force. So it was all there, I think, the whole time. So I think it wanted to destroy kind of the evidence, and now it's living in kind of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Which is totally different from the book so far. But that is my thing. I think it might have had a plan. Which I don't know how to feel about that.
I would say it probably does have a plan.
Which I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I like that. I do know. I like that less. But than just it existing. Because I think that's kind of refreshing. That it just exists. That it's more likely. More realistic, you know? Mm-hmm. But maybe it's just a survival. I guess obviously evolution. Like you have, survivalist traits. And maybe the next step for this entity in that evolution, at the moment anyway, is to blend in. To fade into society. So it still exists through the two of them without being super obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Their
eyes just glow different colors.
It's very Edward Cullen, yes.
Classic Edward.
Yeah. Do you know who Drew, who goes to Cup of Joe a lot? Or Joe Van Gogh a lot? Drew?
I mean, not by name.
He's the coolest guy in the whole world.
Wait, you mean the alien searcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's cool.
He's the nicest, most wonderful human being.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Present company excluded. Okay. I was just being nice to you.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway. Oh, gosh.
That's your phone.
Oh, sorry. Anyway. What? Sorry, Kaylee just sent me a really weird text about Chance the Rapper. But, we're obsessed with Chance the Rapper. Oh, my gosh! Well, okay, anyway. Where was I?
I don't know. You were talking about the eyes glowing and then...
Oh, Edward Cullen. Oh, Drew. Oh, yeah. He said... Okay, so I had an art show that you attended, which was nice of you.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good show.
Thank you so much. And, so I was showing him the paintings from it, and he said, oh, is that Edward Cullen? Jesus Christ, I ruined that story. And he said, oh, Cedric Diggory. And I said, Drew, I've never been given more of a compliment in my whole life.
Is the guy with the yellow paint
No. The guy with this handle on the face he thought looked like Cedric.
Oh.
Anyway, so that was very nice.
Okay.
Okay,
circling back.
In other spoiler theory, I hate saying theories incorrectly.
Well,
hypothesis.
No, well, I mean, to bounce off of what you said,
yeah.
So, about him, maybe, of course they make it ambiguous because they don't know if an alien has the purpose, but I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if an alien came to Earth, you would immediately not know what its plan was, if it just was there.
Well, it might have been an accident.
Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah, like
anything.
It could have come there, oh, sorry, we need gas. We needed to... we were just stopping to head into the next planet to blow it up or something.
Well, if you can. We don't know their deal. We can't go to other planets. They may have come here by accident. Might not be able to leave.
Yeah, they may have just stopped,
a
motel situation.
Yeah, exactly.
to camp out for the night, but but of course they could have come there directly for a certain reason, and so it's just you need to develop it more, and so of course that.
Well, there's 2 more books.
Right. Well, is the end of the movie the end in the first book?
So different stuff. Okay, this is the spoiler section, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the books, the husband dies of cancer, and it's just totally different. But no, there's a lot more. The other books, from my understanding, the other books are more about other characters and other, the biologist, because in the book, she's just the biologist, fades kind of more into the background, she's still a character, but it explores other, new, what's his name? The hazmat scientist, I guess, who's interviewing her.
Benedict Wong.
He becomes a bigger character, all kinds of stuff like that. So it really, if you can believe it, it expands much even more.
Yeah,
which is pretty, for a book, I guess it's easier.
Yeah.
And it goes a lot more into Jennifer Jason Leigh's character and blah, blah, blah. And the Lighthouse Keeper, which, that's a fun twist.
Ooh. Yeah. I love Lighthouse Keepers.
Harry Potter 4.
The coolest little characters.
Harry Potter 4, am I right? It wasn't a lighthouse, but to me he's a lighthouse keeper.
I thought there's the guy
He's
in
the
like
caretaker.
the 7th book who's like the weird guy. Weird lighthouse guy.
What?
No?
One of us is gonna look real dumb. Probably me.
Wait, in the 4th one, what?
He's a caretaker, but I like him to be thought of as a lighthouse keeper. To me, I always think he's the lighthouse keeper.
When does that happen in the 4th one?
In the very beginning of the movie, in the book. I just always think he's...
Oh.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so my other thing is, if the thing about marriage is the true theme, which I really think it is,
okay.
It makes even more sense because he's literally a changed person.
Mm-hmm.
She has to deal with what she's made him become and what she's become through it and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I thought there was going to be something about pregnancy and the whole thing, but there wasn't.
Maybe the sequel.
No. Maybe. He's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm done now.
Alright.
That was basically my whole thing, was that they're just existing now. I still don't think they had a true purpose. I don't think they had a purpose for coming in, existing, whatever, or it. I don't know what you call it. The entity, we'll say, had a purpose for coming, existing. But then I think once it was here, it needed something to do.
Or maybe
so its way of surviving was to
maybe it
fade.
didn't even know what it was there for.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Much like us.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get too much, but like that's they were grappling with in the movie a lot.
Yeah, like sometimes I walk into Joe Van Gogh in the morning. I'm like, how did I get here? Complete blackout.
Yeah, that's
and I need to figure out
blackouts in the movie.
And I just figure out as I go along.
Yep, perfect. I loved all the refraction stuff though, but the time thing was a little weird. They forgot they didn't know how long they were there and stuff. It was played out. I thought that was unnecessary, but
I thought that was interesting.
That was dumb.
Okay. So, I mean, it doesn't really lead to anything, but I thought the initial part, they're like, okay, something's going on here. They're not just going for a stroll.
But Henry, she's literally going through, she's decided to put herself what he has gone through because of her actions.
Yes.
Like, he leaves because he feels betrayed and can't trust her and blah, blah, blah. He's now broken.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
Yeah. And she literally goes through his mind in a way because parts of him are left behind. Like the house itself is there. Her house is there. That was when I went, whoa, what the heck is happening? And then all kinds of, oh my God, I almost burst out laughing at that southern accent. I said, I get why you have done it. Like, you probably got it from someone else.
I wasn't crazy about it.
But I was like,
a little goofy.
What the heck is, why am I really miss you. I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I can tell. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm good now.
You good? Okay.
For now.
All right. Bye-bye.